And we're back in class. Vadim, the CBD professor from cbdschool.com, your school to learn all about cannabidiol. This video was inspired by a subscriber's question that I got recently, which was, can I use CBD to study? I did answer them directly in the comments. I forget which video that was on, but it inspired me to make this video about using CBD and CBD products for helping concentration, and it also made me want to talk about a little bit about using CBD and cannabis in general for ADD or ADHD. So the answer is yes and no, like many answers and questions with cannabis related topics. For some people, they will find that CBD and THC are actually really helpful for helping them focus and concentrate. Some people will find the opposite, that they're not. So it really depends on your personal experience and why you're having trouble focusing. But I think the best answer is it's worth a try. If you want to give CBD a try to help you focus on your homework or your studies, I would do that. The thing that CBD can help you do is it can help with anxiety, which maybe that anxiety is causing you to have trouble focusing. So it can kind of take care of both those things at the same time. With THC, on the other hand, I'm not sure with how that'll help people or not. The person asked about CBD, so I'm going to mostly focus on that. But I know with THC, just a quick thing is it does help people with ADD and ADHD. It has helped them focus and stay on task. For other people, it would be the opposite and it wouldn't help them at all. So it really just depends on what your situation is and why you're having trouble focusing. Going back to CBD, again, I think if one of the main reasons you're having trouble focusing is anxiety, or like anxious thoughts, I think CBD could potentially, if it helps you with anxiety, it doesn't work for everybody's anxiety, but if it does work for you, it could help with the anxiety and it could help you focus by just having clearer thoughts, just a clear mind space. So I would give it a try. I wouldn't try the CBD in high amounts if you're using it for studying, since in higher amounts CBD can be more sedating. Generally, in lower amounts it can be more alerting. Again though, that's going to depend on your personal experience. I always say to just start low anyway to begin with. So start with a lower dose, maybe try somewhere between 10 and 20 milligrams, maybe 5 to 20 milligrams of CBD, and see if it helps you focus on whatever you're trying to focus on, or if it helps you study. Whether or not you have ADD or ADHD or not is a different story. But people definitely do find that, like I said, whether they have ADD officially or if they're just having trouble focusing for whatever reason, maybe it's because of anxiety or just having trouble keeping calm, some of them definitely do find that CBD is helpful, so it's worth a try for that. With THC, some people also find that to be very helpful with their focus and concentration. So again, if you have access legally to THC as well as CBD, give that a try too, if that's something you want to do. Again, I would stick with low doses with THC as well, because you don't want to hit that point where it's sedating. Now, speaking of sedation, we always want to mention the terpenes as well. If you're trying to focus, one terpene I want you to keep in mind is alpha-pinene or pinene. That is a common terpene in cannabis, and it's known to help with concentration and focus. I would also look for the terpenes limonene and linalool. Those are the two L's, I call them, the L terpenes, just to keep them straight. Limonene, of course, being found in citrus, and linalool being found in lavender. These are your anti-anxiety, antidepressant, and calming terpenes. So those would be those three, pinene, or sometimes called alpha-pinene, limonene, and linalool, the L's. Those are good to look for in a CBD product or a cannabis product if you're trying to use it for studying. So keep those few things in mind. Let me know if it works for you. Again, I know of people that use cannabis have used it to help them do their homework, help them stay on task in class. And then I know other people where they're like, could never do that. I can't even finish a page. It takes me forever. For me personally, when I used to use THC-rich cannabis a lot, I don't think it would work very well for me. Like my brain would go, my mind would just be too scattered. I couldn't like focus on one thing. At the same time, though, cannabis is kind of a trickster. There was other times where I would use cannabis and it really did help me focus when I was doing like one thing. Like if I was exercising or something, like I just had to focus on one thing, not like organize a bunch of other thoughts, then it would help. But for things like schoolwork, for me personally, it wouldn't work. Again though, it really depends on your situation and why you're using it, and the best way to find out is just to try it in a safe, controlled, careful way with a small dose from a reputable brand that you trust and that you have checked the lab report to make sure it's clean, and you can, ask the brand any questions, that sort of thing. That we always talk about here at CBD School. And make sure you look for those good terpenes for focusing and concentration, as well as anti-anxiety properties. Those would be pinene, limonene, and linalool. Check those out if you want those benefits. Leave me questions below. As always, I will help you out and get to those comments. Tell me about your experience using CBD or cannabis products for focus, ADD, or ADHD. I would love to hear about it. And for CBDschool.com, this is Vadim signing off. Thank you. Bye.